to my kitchen, or should I say my cucina, because today I'm going to make focaccia. Easy Italian focaccia bread. It's going to be really lovely. We're going to accessorise it with different flavours. So we need 600 grams of strong bread flour, double O pasta flour, 300 grams, biff that in there, pinch of sugar, teaspoon of salt, just a sachet of like easy action dried yeast, pop that in, 475ml-ish of hand hot water. Don't make it any hotter than that, otherwise you'll do yeast murdering, which isn't very good. You don't want to murder your yeast. So I'm going to pop this on and just let it knead until it's nice and springy and pliable. Going to pop in a couple of tablespoons of olive oil to this. And what I'm looking for is a really nice elastic pliable dough. Ooh! If it's a bit too dry, add in a little bit more warm water, and likewise if it's a little bit wet, touch of flour. You're looking for it all to come together like this, but I've still got some dry bits on the bottom, so I'm just going to add another like sort of tablespoon or so of hot water. Knead that in the machine for about 5 to 7 minutes. That's going to do all the hard work for me. If you haven't got one of those, you can just use your elbow grease. So yeah, lovely. Look at that springy old dough action. So that's really nice and springy. And now it's time to put it in somewhere warm to rise. Get a bit of olive oil and just kind of splat it all on there. There we go. So just going to pop him in there. And just put a damp cloth over the top. He's all ready to go into his little bed, and hopefully in about 45 minutes to an hour he'll be double in size, and it'll be time to pop him in the tin. Pretty big. It's really lovely and light now. I've got a nice big roasting tray, so grab yourself one of those. Lots of olive oil. Make sure that's completely coated. I'm just going to shake some polenta all over my tray. Do this if you can, because the bottom of your focaccia is going to be super crunchy, so just shake it all the way around. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. That's going to really embarrass the children. I just love dough. Bread is one of my favourite things. Press it out into the tin, just kind of roughly with your hands, just kind of flatten it out. So this will go, but I've had too much wine, that's a problem. Damp cloth, pop it over there. I'm going to leave it to rise for 30 to 45 minutes. And that'll be ready to finish off. And it's really nice and light and fluffy now. I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil over here. And now it's the fun bits. So with your finger, just push down right through the dough till you can kind of touch the bottom. You can use a wooden spoon if you want to, but it's not as fun, is it? I'm going to do half flavoured and half plain. So I've just got some olives here. Push it into the dough a little bit. And I've got some semi-dried, sun-dried tomatoes too. So just pop a few of those in. Not too much, I don't want too much coverage, because it's going to, all the olives and the tomato are going to impart the flavour onto the bread. So that, I think, is pretty good. Maybe one more olive over there. Whack it in the oven, really high heat, 240 degrees. I'm going to take it out after 10 minutes and pop in some rosemary on my plain bit. But yeah, I'm going to pop that in now. Oh, that's 10 minutes on the focaccia. So I'm going to pop in my rosemary now, just so it kind of like releases the flavour, and then give it another 5. As you can tell, I love my olive oil, and I'm going to pop in a few sprigs of rosemary into the holes, just so they can sort of like warm up for the last 5 minutes. Oh, that's looking good. So pop that back in for a further 5 minutes. Focaccia is ready, I think. Oh yes. Woo! So that's all cooked. What I'm going to do is turn it out the tin, pop it onto a board, and we're going to brush it over with some water and olive oil, just to kind of give it that sort of soft, spongy, oily finish. Oh. Look at the polenta bottom. Oh, that's gorgeous. The secret to an amazing focaccia is the topping at the end. It sounds a bit weird, but I've got a tablespoon and a half of water. And to that I'm going to add a few tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm just going to make an emulsion with this. So I'm going to use, I've got a really good, I'm going to use my cappuccino frother. So just brush it all over the top of your bread. Be really generous with it, because it will completely soak in. With a good focaccia, you kind of want that dough and then the wet topping. So the final finishing touch, gorgeous big flaky chunks of sea salt. cut it open before. Really generous with that all over the top. Let's have a look at this. Oh, look at that. Look where you can see all the lovely rosemary. Come on, Lola. Come on, Dan. Come and join me. Don't let me eat all this by myself. That's so delicious. The recipe is just down there. And don't forget to subscribe for more.